If it weren't for Face ID, we'd probably still be stuck with pretty standard smartphone designs. Think about it, a lot of devices, especially Androids, would probably be rocking those punch-hole screens like we see on the Galaxy S24 and pretty much every other Android phone these days. But luckily for Apple fans, and let's be real, for the rest of us too, the company brought something way cooler to the table: Face ID. Honestly, it's one of my favorite features of the iPhone. I mean, who doesn't love unlocking their phone with just a glance? Thanks to Face ID, Apple has been able to push past the basic notch design and create something way more interesting: the dynamic island. Now, with the iPhone 17 series possibly just around the corner, there are whispers that Apple might take things even further. The rumor mill is buzzing about a new, upgraded version of the dynamic island, and it sounds like it could be a big improvement. The scoop is that Apple might shrink that pill-shaped cutout even more thanks to some new Face ID tech called Metalin. And that's pretty exciting stuff if it pans out. Let's rewind a bit. When Apple first introduced Face ID back in 2017 with the iPhone X, that notch was pretty massive. It housed the True Depth camera system, which worked its magic by scanning your face in an instant to authenticate your identity. Over the years, though, Apple's been steadily shrinking the size of that notch. Do you remember how much smaller it got with the iPhone 13? And then came the iPhone 14 Pro models, which brought us the dynamic island. That was a real game changer. Instead of a boring cutout, we got this cool little pill shape that wasn't just functional, but became a part of the iPhone's personality. It's like a little OLED display that's always on, connecting the two cutouts together, creating that island look. But Apple didn't stop there. They added some awesome software features around it, turning what could have been a design compromise into one of the most talked about things at the time of the iPhone 14's launch. So yeah, the dynamic island is still with the iPhone 16, and it looks like Apple's not done improving it just yet. The company has been on a mission to keep evolving the True Depth camera design, and the ultimate goal seems to be eliminating the notch entirely, or at least shrinking it to the point where it's barely noticeable. Imagine this: Face ID and the selfie camera all hidden beneath the screen. No more cutouts, just a clean, uninterrupted display. Sounds pretty futuristic, right? Here's where it gets interesting. Analyst Jeff Pugh is saying that the iPhone 17 Pro Max might get a significantly narrower dynamic island. This could mean an even more minimalistic look, with that iconic pill-shaped cutout getting smaller, potentially thanks to this new Metalin tech Apple's rumored to be working on. But here's the kicker. It sounds like this might be exclusive to the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Why? Well, Apple has a history of rolling out new tech on the Pro Max models first, before it eventually trickles down to the other variants in later years. Maybe they're still working on scaling up production of these new Metalin units, or maybe it's just a way to give the high-end models a little extra edge. But if these rumors hold up, we could be in for a seriously cool upgrade with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and maybe, just maybe, the rest of the iPhone lineup will catch up in the years to come. If the Metalin tech delivers on its promises, we might be looking at a phone with an even smaller notch, though we're probably still a little ways off from seeing that true punch-hole design. That's probably for the next generation, right? So, what are you hoping to see in the upcoming iPhone 17 lineup? Are you excited about the idea of a sleeker dynamic island, or do you think Apple should go even further with the design? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Can't wait to chat with you all more in the next post. Until then, take care.